Well, it's time to play another Smash Bros. Fighters game on a Nintendo system. This time, how about we do a Sonic game? So, Sonic and I don't really have a lot of history. I did like the Sonic X anime as a kid, and I like the Sonic movies now, but as far as games go, I've only played 4, 3 of which are considered some of the worst in the series. The remaining one is Sonic Mania. It's considered one of the best 2D Sonic games, and just filled longtime Sonic fans full of nostalgia with its 8-bit art style that was very reminiscent of the Sega Genesis. Yeah, I didn't really care for this one personally, I didn't even bother finishing it. Now the first Sonic game I ever got was Sonic Unleashed on the Wii. The worst version of an actually beloved Sonic game for its fantastic day stages where you get your traditional 3D Sonic levels. They're actually considered some of the best 3D Sonic levels out there. And yeah, me not being a traditional Sonic fan at all, I preferred the night levels where it became a beat 'em up. So yeah, I just don't think I'm a fan of traditional 3D Sonic. Also that battle music though. The next Sonic game I got was Sonic and the Black Knight, a Wii exclusive. I thought it was alright, it was kind of fun to swing my sword around with the Wii remote, and honestly it has one of the better stories in a Sonic game. No, for real, it's pretty good. Now, I can't actually play any of these games for the series, as it needs to be a physical game on a Nintendo system. Mania, I have on the PS4. As for the Wii games, I don't know how to record footage off of a Wii, and my Wii U no longer works. But my remaining 4th Sonic game I do have on the Switch. That game being... Yep, Sonic Forces, one of the most hated games in the series. It was so bad Sega dropped the price of this game all the way to $5 at one point because nobody wanted it. Now as for why I've got it. My parents always asked me to make a Christmas list for them, since they wouldn't really know what to get me otherwise. I usually only put games that I kinda want to try playing, but don't really want to pay for on these lists. Especially being a Nintendo fan whose most wanted games rarely go on sale. You're still worth it, Xenoblade. You are worth it. But for some reason during Christmas time of, I believe 2018, a whole year after the game had already been out and everyone was calling it bad, I decided to put Sonic Forces on my list. I put it at the bottom though. I always put the games I want least at the bottom. And I usually expect them to only look at the games at the top of the list. Come Christmas of 2018, and I actually got it. Now, it wasn't the only game I got. I also got Smash Ultimate and maybe 1 or 2 other games, but I don't really remember what else I got that year. My dad always went all out for Christmas, so he always got a bunch of stuff and even managed to get me between 3 to 5 games every year. Love and miss you, Dad. Now, I really wasn't expecting to get Sonic Forces. It was at the bottom of the list, and I usually make a pretty big list. I never really expect to get every game on my list, even as a kid, because, well, I never believed in Santa Claus. My parents knew better than to let me think a Magic Man in Red, whose name is an anagram for Satan, would bring me every present I ever wanted, especially when that meant keeping up that lie would mean always buying every game I ever wanted on my always big Christmas lists. So yeah, they never told me Santa was real, but I honestly don't think I would have believed he was real anyway. I also was that kid that would tell other kids that Santa isn't real, by the way. And if you tell me that's messed up, I want you to know I was bullied in elementary school for being fat, and that all those kids deserve to cry over this. Anyway, after I unwrapped Sonic Forces that Christmas, well, I had exactly the reaction you'd expect. Oh, and that was that. I was an owner of Sonic Forces on the Switch. And while I did get other games, I still got Sonic Forces over a handful of other games I wanted more, which I guess kinda sucks, but it's not that big of a deal really. I mean, like I said, I always got at least 3 to 5 games, so I still had some good stuff there. I mean, I had it pretty good for Christmas, I'm not gonna lie. I'd also imagine they only got this one despite being at the bottom of my list because it was probably only between $5 to $20. I really hope they didn't pay more than $20 for this game. If so, I'm so sorry, Mom and Dad. But come the day after Christmas, and I beat the game that same day within 5 hours. Or at least, I assume 5 hours, because the Switch doesn't tell exact time, it only shows multiples of 5. So, I definitely played between 5 and 9 hours. It's less than I thought. Well, I doubt I played more than 6 hours in one day. So yeah, it was a pretty short and lackluster game that clearly didn't leave much of an impression on me. I really don't remember a damn thing about this game. And I kinda want to keep it that way. I do remember making my OC based on my Chihuahua Rico, so that's nice. Now I know what you're probably thinking at this point. This series is supposed to be where I play games with Smash characters, not just talk about them. Well, you're right, so let's just jump right into Sonic Forces. Look at me, I'm playing as Sonic in a game on a Nintendo system. I'm playing Sonic on a Nintendo system. Alright, I'm done here. Can you really blame me for that one?